Some UFOs just like flown past my window. Right, well I've put some like bloody frizzies, it's not frizzies, but you know what I mean, on my hair, so why? What's going on? Oh my god, my roots. I'm finally getting my hair done next, a week today actually, I think. I look dreadful. This lighting is like too good, do you know what I mean? But I feel like all my other videos, the lighting's just like really shit, so I thought that I would just sit right in front of the exposed window, where if my neighbour just like has a little neb out their window, they're gonna see me. If anybody walks down that back alley, they're gonna see me. If anybody goes to get in the car, they're gonna see me. Chatty, I talk to the camera. So we're doing like I'm thinking a green summery look. I've been seeing a lot on like TikTok and like Pinterest, like green eyeshadow, and I feel like it actually really suits brown eyes, so that's the vibe for today. So I'm just gonna start with my Peter Louise base. We'll just do one eye and then she's a man with one eye.
She's a man with one eye!
I feel like nobody remembers that line, and I do every single time anybody says anything about an eye. Can we see what's going on? I bet that spot's really driving me spare. It just looks really weird. I feel like I haven't filmed anything for ages because I've just been like, I've been back at work, I've been out a few times, and I've just not really known what to film, and I feel like everybody's been out and about and like too busy to watch YouTube at the minute with everything being open again. Like I got some little like vlog clips of some stuff I've done, but I don't think any of it's enough for a video, and it's just me being embarrassing, to be honest. So I don't think that any of them will actually ever see the light of day. I haven't actually planned this look, I'm just doing it as it goes. I think I just saw a spaceship. No, was that girl got a drone? Some UFOs just like flown past my window. It wasn't a bird, and then there was a girl following it, so I don't know if she's got a drone. I would like a drone, you know, like just like torment people with it. Who was that man who had like the, didn't someone was like on a hammock off it, and then there was the man who had the like skeleton thing hanging from it, and he was tormenting kids with it. The type of green I want, I'm thinking actually I kind of want more of like these type of greens rather than like a bluey green. We'll not talk about that. So I'm going to start by putting cucumber lime. I'm just going to put it right on the outer corner. Upwards. Like that, does that make sense? Can we see what's going on? And I'm going to bring it around a little bit as well. I wish you could zoom in on the front camera on an iPhone. I find it really rude that you can't. Like, why am I not allowed to zoom in? I don't understand it. We'll just blend that upwards a little bit. So I'm thinking that that is the overall shape we're going for, and then I'm going to take this brush. It looks dirty, but I've just washed it, it's stained. I'm going to take lemon and lime. I'm just going to pack that. Yes, that is the colour I want. That is like the Pinterest green. And I'm obviously going to, like, we're not leaving it like this, don't worry, but I'm just getting the colours where I want them to go first. I'm going to take the colour When in Rome. I'm just going to use that to up here, and then I'm going to take Baggage and blend out this end. God, I've got the worst setup ever here. And just deepen that back up and bringing it quite far. 2 seconds, that's my sister, let me go and let her in. I actually really am enjoying green at the minute, so I put in these green earrings and I'm really quite enjoying it, to be fair. Like, pink is my favourite colour ever, and then I love orange, but green is creeping up there, like clothes and makeup wise and jewellery. Right, I'm going to take this little angle brush, which is also green. Wow, really fitting. Really repping green today. Right, I'm going to take Sour Apple out of The slush pad. Right, I swear that drone's just went past again, so it must be a massive bird. Pretty albatross or something. Anyways, I'm gonna just make like a, oh, this colour doesn't really match actually. We'll make it work because we've committed to it now. So I'm gonna do just like a liner shape. Take this teeny little brush and blend it. How do I actually feel about that? Have I just ruined everything? Because it wouldn't surprise me if I had. Actually, you know what? I'm not mad at it. Because it's actually quite well blended, like if I do say so myself. I don't know why the camera's acting like it's not. Do we see what's going on here? Just quite simple but cute. Making the brown pop. Actually, is it though? Because my eyes are like black. Yep, we're gonna move on to the face now. So I'm gonna try and just use my NYX Bear With Me tinted skin veil, so it's more of a summery vibe. But I do have a bit of redness, so I might put a little bit of the Ordinary foundation just over the red bits and then buff that on top. Is that gonna work? Maybe. I'm not putting a primer on because I think the primer that I use is making my makeup come off, because the first time I went out, when I went out on the Monday, the 12th, my makeup was all coming off here, and that's where I put my primer. So I need to find a new primer first, and because I'm not going anywhere, I don't want to need a primer right now. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna, whatever that was, I'm just gonna buff a bit of the Ordinary foundation over the redness on my cheeks, because I'm not sure why they're so red. I'm gonna put a little buff of that on, but like over the rest of my face I'm gonna put the skin veil so it's a bit lighter. Oh, this pretty awful thing. No, that looks a bit yellow for me, but I do have a tiny bit of tan on, so I'm just matching that. That kind of looks quite nice in itself actually. I'm gonna put on some of the NYX now. On the back of my hand, I'm gonna use a bigger brush to buff this in. Just more of a lighter coverage, a bit more glowy. It's starting to, you know what, out there. Like, loads of people like the sound of rain on the window. I really don't like it, and I also get really stressed about like all the people that are caught in the rain, all the animals that are caught in the rain, while I'm just sat inside thinking, oh, this is aesthetically pleasing. Like, no, it's not. It's not. There's some people out there. And it's also annoying, to be fair. Like, this actual sound is just a bit irritating. This looks quite nice, actually. The new go-to. I think that looks really quite nice. Do we agree? This eyebrow, God, it's just like, let me just go right down. Let me just face down. Right, so I'm like the queen of accidentally filming my... God, I'm like the queen of accidentally filming my videos on slow-mo, but I've found that when you go edit the video, you can make it so it's not slow-mo. So I've just saved that last bit of footage. When she's a tech guru, oh my God, the other day me and my friend were absolutely crying about the fact that like all like British primary schools had a shared area, and you saved all of your work to this one shared area. Put a little bit of concealer and cream contour on. Right, so I'm gonna use a bit of the Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser. Not that much lighter than my actual foundation, so I'm gonna mix a little bit of the P. Louise base just under my eye. Some people use the P. Louise base as a concealer, but also that means I can then prime under my eyes, ready to put the eyeshadow under there. Now, can you see what I'm doing? Sorry, this is such an awful angle, and then when I put the mirror here, it like messes up the lighting, so I do apologize. What am I trying to put that on there for? Like, God, I actually just have no brain. Time for cream contour. I'm using the Sleek Cream to Powder Foundation in the shade C2P16. Mouthful. So it's just too dark for me, but it's also quite warm, so it's more of a bronzer shade. Just pop some of that on the temples. your cheekbones and blend it up. So it's still quite warm, so it's more of a bronzer than a contour, but it does help contour. I also put a little bit on the end of my nose to bring some colour into the middle of my face and under my lip, a little bit around the top. Oh my god, I forgot it was happening. The Gossip Girl reboot. I never even finished the original, but I'm really quite looking forward to the reboot, you know. I feel like it's going to be good because it's like, it's not just completely copying it, I don't think. I feel like everybody looks really cool. So I'm excited to see what that's going to be like. But I feel like I need something new to watch. I was talking to one of my friends at work about maybe rewatching like Pretty Little Liars, but then we got on a conversation about how cringy it is and all the crazy stuff. And like Cece, it was clearly meant to be Ren, wasn't it? And they just realised that the entire audience figured it out, and then they had no choice but to make a new person. Or even if it wasn't Ren, and then also stupid Spencer's bloody Cockney twin. Why did she have a twin? Why was that twin from London? Oh, and I just really did not like her and Toby. There's just so many issues with that show. But the worst has got to be that Christmas episode where they all come down the stairs and Paige has got the white vest on. It's just that was making me rethink my decision of watching the show. Right now it's time to powder. Powdering part always stresses me out because sometimes I feel like when I put powder on it just takes all my makeup off. So we're going to be quite light with the powder today. So just use the RCMA No Colour Powder. I'm going to try this brush. This is a highlighter brush, but I've just washed it and not used it. I'm going to try just using that to put it under my eyes so it's really concentrated just under my eyes for now. Just putting a tiny little bit directly over where it creases. Do you want to be good if there wasn't a bit of fluff on the brush that I just put in my eye? I'm sorry, I know that sleek like maybe was a thing when we were all in like year 9, but I just love it because it's just drugstore, and this is just my holy grail item. This face form contouring blush palette. That's not a blush, I use that as a bronzer. Favorite brush, which is a Zoeva. Oh, what? It's the cream cheek. One of the numbers is rubbed off. I think it says 128 cream cheek though, and I just get that contour shade and I just buff that along my cheekbone, and then I also put a little bit on my temple. My nose contour brush, my favourite one. So it's an eyeshadow brush. It is Zoeva. It's actually not, it's a concealer buffer in 142, and I just put a little bit just on the end of my nose, like where my nose shape naturally goes, but just makes it a little bit shorter. And then I put on the very like edge of the brush, and from right underneath my eyebrow I blend down like that on the other side. So now I take, oh, I don't even know what this brush is anymore, it's all rubbed off. I can't even tell you where it's from. I think it's a Zoeva one. I take the like shimmery bronzer in that same palette and I put it over where I put the cream bronzer. I really like a shimmery bronzer anyway, but especially for like summer, it just gives you a nice little glow. Boy just went past on a bike and I got a bit scared. Actually put a little bit like just directly on my nose, just for that sun-kissed look. Obviously I've just done my nose contour, but you can still see it underneath. Do you see what I mean with just a little bronze nose? I'm gonna use my favourite summer blush that isn't even a blush. Sunset in the Whaley palette. Up here, a little bit on the forehead as well. You cannot have too much blush. Well, you can, but also you can't at the same time. Does that make sense? Right, so now I'm just gonna put a teeny tiny bit of powder like on my chin, just dust it on a little bit on my cheeks, just so that it is kind of set in place. And then I'm gonna run some soap through my brows. So just use pear soap. It's like seen better days. It looks absolutely vile. I spray a little bit of setting spray, a really small amount. I used to put far too much on, but I think it works better if there's not as much on your spoolie. And I don't really do too much on them. I just make it so that they'll stay up Still just use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade with a little bit of setting spray because it always dries up, and just a really thin angled brush, and just run that through my brows. Fill in any gaps, bring a bit of colour back to them, saying it's that like bloody grey right now. Brows are on. So now I'm gonna put some, sorry if you can hear noises, my cat is playing with a toy. I'm gonna run some eyeshadow on the bottom lash line. With that. Just like that. I've got Selena Gomez, when you ready, come and get it, nah nah nah, stuck in my head, and it's just making me think of the time when I made a video start to it, and it was so bad. But like memories. God, the state of some of the video starts I made. Me and my friend were literally like hanging off of like a fence, dancing to Miley Cyrus Can't Be Tamed. We were like, what, 9? So that was maybe a bit worrying, but does definitely explain the person I've grown up to be. Makes a lot of sense. Just using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Wait, why have I not curled my eyelashes? What am I doing? Right, try again. I'm just taking this Ofra palette with like all of that like signature highlighters. Star Island and Rodeo Drive, so ignore that one, it fell apart like as soon as I opened it. So I'm gonna put this one on like my nose and this one on my cheeks. And I always just use my finger for my nose. How cute. Get this pencil from Give Face Cosmetics. I'm not sure if they're shutting down. My mom said something about them shutting down, but I haven't seen. It's like a rosy, it's not lining my lips. I do overline them. I'm just gonna blend that a bit. Literally just put a gloss on. Pink tube gloss. Right, I had a little too much on. Just like that. So that is the finished look. A green look. And I think it is quite nice for brown eyes. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you liked the makeup. I hope the video was fun. For any of my friends, if I just happen to come out like every time I see you with this exposed with this exact makeup look on. But yeah, I think it's really cute. Really love on the green, and I do really like this face makeup, so this might be the new go-to face makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I'll just prop you back up again. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I will be posting more regularly again. I've just had a break because of the world being a little bit crazy. I have got kind of a haul that could come as well, another one, shock. If there's any other makeup looks you want to see, because I do need to really get back into doing makeup. I haven't done it like properly for so long, and I do miss it. So anything you want to see, let me know. I'll see you in the next video.